Alright, what's up YouTube? So, today, this is another follow-up video about the car. So, it's been a year since I've posted anything on this car. I mean anything. And if you guys can remember, this is the same spot that I filmed the first video on. So, this is your first time seeing the YouTube channel. This is my 2016 BMW 428i F33 M Sport. So I have to emphasize the M Sport because there's reasons why. So the typical base 428i, right? If you guys have seen it, you'll see some BMWs have it to where like it's a little like that, right? The M Sport comes with the M bumper. Doesn't do anything with the mirror caps, which I'll talk about that here in a little bit. Comes with the M rear bumper. I'll be getting a new diffuser here soon. And that's about it, right? There's not much. And also, we'll go a little more in depth too. So, right here, M, but it also comes with the paddle shifts, and that's kind of what differentiates the typical base model 428i to the M series. So currently, right, when I first talked about the car, it was basically bone stock. So the only thing I had done to it at that point had been the cold air intake, which I still have the same one, just a new K&N filter, and then also having the muffler delete. So currently, it also has the resonator delete, VRSF Catalyst downpipe, BM3 stage 1 tune at 91 octane. Doesn't sound, in short notice, downpipe tune. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I fit the stereotypical downpipe tune, right, on a typical BMW. What else do you expect? Now, it's not like I gain a whole bunch of power. Now, I make more power. I can definitely feel it. And there's a difference in sound, difference in performance, differences in a lot of things. Cosmetically wise, we'll go into depth about that too, because as you can see, there's a few more cosmetic mods from the last time that I have filmed. So originally I had the entire front full lip down there, but it cracked in the snow, and so I'm left with the two side caps. Now it looks okay, but eventually I'm gonna get a new lip. Now it looks carbon fiber. It's fake carbon fiber. I'm not gonna spend money on that right now. Just gave it the look. So let's talk about these mirror caps real quick. So last time y'all saw, I had the aftermarket Amazon ones, right? Tried to paint match. This side was fine. That side was giving me issues. So I decided, let's go back to OEM. Now, frankly, I actually kind of like the way OEM looks. Looks more different. I also did the turn signals, which here I'll show you guys real quick. Looks a lot cooler, in my opinion. So yeah. Nothing has been done to the brakes yet. I haven't done anything with the suspension. As you can tell, we're still running quite high. Just new tires, bigger width or height, that's just different tires. We also got this wing here, this little duck bill. Looks good. If you guys have seen like my TikTok or Instagram, you'll seen that before. And then there's a couple stickers, right? So we just got the VRSF right here, and also we have it over there. K&N Get Busy, that is a local car club out here. That's just a thing I found on Temu. Which, let me get into the behind the scenes of what's been going on the last year. So last time I filmed was October of 25, I believe, and at that point I'd had the car, was October 24, no, October 25. I had the car over a year, I think. I have to relook, but so basically work's been busy, doing a lot of work, and I haven't had time to really come out and film. recently, you know, I started a car club myself, Prestige Driven, which I'll get into more details about that here shortly. Sorry, camera's a little shaky today. I also got into working more on the car. So basically, not a lot's been done, as you can tell, but enough to make a big enough change. Like that, right? It was there, moved it over there. It looks a lot better. To go into a lot more depth, right? Started the car club about 2 months ago with my buddy, and that's what I've been working on a lot. And I'm like, you know, I reminisced on the, you know, looking back at the YouTube channel and saw, hey, you know, maybe I make another video. And I'm sorry, I'm going rambling, but catching up, y'all, you know. So eventually the plan is to make the car completely change and more focus social media on the car. But right now I'm focused on the car club, which I'll be posting a lot more content on that too. And I do, if you guys go on Instagram, which I'll tag it down in the bio, or you can go online, look up prestigedriven.org, and I'll also link that in the bio, or Prestige Driven on Instagram. Shows a lot of things that I do about that. So that's what I've been doing behind the scenes. But before I completely lose track of the purpose of this video, we'll get into depth. All right, cool. So if y'all don't remember, right, this is the N26. So frankly, what difference the N20 to the N26? There's a lot of big things and big factors that come down to it. Is the timing chain issue. So on the base model N20s, they had the timing chain issues. So like I was saying, right, they had the timing chain issues. They had the issues with it knocking, retarding the timing, making the car lose power. So what makes the N26 a little different, right? It's an SULEV. So to fit California emission codes, they basically added a secondary catalytic converter, which sits a little bit behind the downpipe. Just a little bit behind it, and added more emission restrictions, I should say. More, not really restrictions, but emission friendly. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. But so with the motor, the N26, well, the N20 had its timing chain issue. Now late 2016, which is when this car was produced, they fixed the timing chain guides to fix the timing issue. So with the N26, they fixed the issue with the timing. Another big thing about the car is it's an inline four, right? There's not much we can do about that, right? You're not going to get big numbers out of it. Now, people have tried to get big numbers. It's possible, but that's if you forge and do, you know, a whole bunch to the block. Do I have the time or money for that? Absolutely not. Because nowadays, with the economy, building a car is not cheap. So, basically, I can go on about the N26 all day long. It's you know, I've had the car for a while, so I understand a little bit about the issues of it. So another big issue, obviously, is the charge pipe. It's a plastic charge pipe, classic BMW, obviously, right? So if I wanted to go stage 2, I'd have to get a new charge pipe while also having to get a new intercooler. Now, don't ask about the paint chip. I don't remember what happened. So getting a new intercooler and getting a new charge pipe to go stage 2, because one, I can crack that if I'm running too much boost, and I can also get heat soak from pushing too much power and too much into the motor. It's quite hard to tell down there, but right where you can see the O2 sensor, that is the upstream O2 sensor, while connected to the VRSF catalyst downpipe. Now it is still the stock O2 sensors. So, as yes, it is still the stock O2 sensors. I've been getting thrown the code of too lean because it does not spaced. If I spaced them, then I wouldn't be getting the code. Sorry, I'm on a gimbal. I'm trying to get it to focus, but it keeps giving me issues. So, right, we've covered the issues of the N26. Now, this isn't a story about that for right now. It doesn't look like my hood's all the way down on this side. It wasn't. Anyways, back to the car. Plans. Here are the plans. Want to wrap it. I'm gonna kind of fit the typical M4 style, right? So the wild berry, aka plum purple. Do the plum purple. I'm gonna go get some ESR, hyper silver. I can't remember the exact name. Chrome rims. Might keep the OEM caps, honestly. I'm gonna get tint. Yes, I know I need the tint desperately. It's not like, I mean, I've been running it for a while with no tint, so it's all right. And then getting a diffuser, potentially new wing. But so after all that, right, the real question is, what does it sound like? Well, let's go ahead and give you all a sound clip. We'll get you guys sit down here. So it's not a cold start. It's still gonna be quite normal. So, yes, it has the tune. It has the pops, not burbles, because it stops, just pops for like 2 seconds. But you can hear the turbo really well, which I love about the VRS of Kali's downpipe. So it sounds a lot different from what you guys remember. But let's go ahead and get some driving clips here, and yeah. All right. So typically I would have my visor mount, but I don't really have my visor mount right now. So we'll go ahead and get her going though. We'll just keep her in normal drive for right now, and then we'll get her in manual. So as you guys can tell, it's real raspy and real metallic-y at higher RPM. It's because I'm also not running a resonator, so it's just a straight sound through it. And eventually, I'm gonna get a full new exhaust system, so I'm just gonna stick with having the no resonator for right now, which is, it's okay. But like if I'm trying to do poles, it sounds kind of goofy. But overall, power is there. Now I could show the built-in horsepower tracker, but frankly it's not quite accurate, because even if when it was tuned right, like I'll pull it up right now, and yet it still won't say what I want. So right, we got it pulled up right here. Let me balance this out a little bit, sorry. So we'll do this. Let me get on the straight path over here to where I know no one will bother me. Alright. So What we'll do is we'll throw in some launch control, and then you'll see how it's gonna read over 320 like easy. Which, now, is that true? Frankly, I don't really think so. So right, over, brake all the way in. Once we see the sport gauges, we'll full throttle, right? So, I don't know if you guys can tell by how fast I move my arm back, but I wasn't expecting the launch control to hit me that hard, because I think that's the hardest it's ever hitting in launch control. Like, I was sitting back, and I was holding back, and it just put me right in my seat. And as you can tell, right, the sport gauges hit, 320 and 400 foot-pounds of torque like nothing. Now, frankly, does that mean making that? No. But all it means is that I could be making that power. So, yeah. Sorry for the weird video today, guys. I'll get more video ideas later down the line and actually give you guys better content. But make sure you guys go follow the Instagram, Little Red German. Follow the Car Club account, Prestige Driven. Make sure you follow the TikTok, That Red Beamer. Anyways, guys, I thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, like and subscribe for more content. And please bear with me, as I am not a YouTuber, and as I learn to take these videos and give you guys good content. Thank you guys, and hope you guys have a real good one. Peace out.